Hi everyone, it's Spring the Fiber Enthusiast and welcome to the channel. Today is going to be a weaving pattern tutorial. I'm going to briefly go over what I've done here for my warp threads, and then we'll go into the pattern itself. So what I've done here is there's a total of 6 times of pulling 2 strands through the heddle for this lighter color blue here. Then I did 14 times of pulling red through the heddle, so 2 strands at a time. And then I did 2 times of pulling the light blue again and repeated across the red 14 and then another 6 for light blue to fill up my heddle. And then what I did was here at the beginning, after I had pulled all of my warp threads through the slots, so that way there was 1 thread in the whole slot and 1 thread in the slot next to it, and worked my way all the way across. Then I went ahead and tied it on to my apron bar and was ready to begin. I went ahead and worked quite a bit of the light blue here in the beginning as basically my beginning waste yarn. However, what I will be doing is folding this over and hemming it with the sewing machine at each end. Then I started working the pattern, and I worked through the pattern 1, 2, 3, 4 times and finished it with 2 picks from the next pattern just to complete the look. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of these weft floats that go across. And then what I did was do 4 picks, so that way it matched up with this center divider here as a center divider between my panes. Now I'm going to give you the pickup sequence down in the description box as the window pane if you was not adding any trimming or doing anything here in the center. If you were just simply doing the window pane, that will be the pickup sequence labeled down in the description box. I'm going to show you in today's tutorial what little change I had to make to be able to do this section in the center and as well as the edging here. The pickup sequence is pretty much the same except for one particular pick. It, instead of being neutral, it's in the down position. So it's not that big of a difference. So let's go ahead and get started. This is demonstration only. This will turn into a hand towel for my kitchen. As you see, it is not very big. I am using my smaller Cricut Loom for this tutorial. So if you're wanting to do just the window pane itself, you can do straight across your heddle, however wide you want it, and you can use whatever yarn you choose. For this particular warp, it is using Feels Like Butter, with the exception of a few threads. You will see there is a difference in color, and I just grabbed some random red yarn to fill in that space where I ran out. So if you're going to be using it for the kitchen, please make sure that it is of cotton, at least 80% or greater. Or don't put anything hot on it because it will melt. So The next thing you're going to need to do is have a contrasting color loaded onto one of your shuttles or a shuttle. For my particular situation here, I do have two colors because I am creating actual like windows within this pattern. So I have two colors on two different shuttles here. So I have the shuttle that I will be using for the pickup sequence of this video, and it is my darker blue, so this is the section that we will be working on today. I'm going to readjust the camera a little bit so that way you can see all of the working area and what we're doing with the pickup stick, which you will also need a pickup stick to go through and pick up individual threads for your pattern. All right, I will be right back after I've readjusted the camera. Okay, so I've moved things so that way you can see what I'm doing here with the Heddle and the pickup stick. The threads that we're going to be using for this pattern will be found with your Heddle in the down position. Right now it's in neutral. I'm going to pull it all the way forward and drop it in the down position. So now I have the slot threads all the way up and the whole threads are pushed down and out of the way. So the pattern pickup sequence itself is 1 up and 2 down. Now, because I'm skipping over my beginning threads and I will be skipping over those center threads, so the light blue, I will be skipping over. That does not change anything as far as your pickup sequence. So what I'm going to be doing is, it is 1 up, so I'm picking 1 thread up onto my pickup stick. And I'm pushing the next 2 down, picking 1 up, 2 down, 1 up, 2 down, 1 up, 2 down, 1 up. Now again, just ignore the light blue because I'm just skipping right over it. 1 up, 2 down, 1 up, 2 down, 1 up, 2 down, 1 up, 2 down, 1 up. So now I have just my pattern design threads on my pickup stick. If you was not using any type of border colors and you were doing it completely straight all the way across, you would do 1 up, 2 down all the way as your repeat. So this is what I have here is I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands of the red here, skipping over the light blue, 5 strands of the red again, and then skipping over the light blue on both edges. All right, so for our pattern pickup is going to be your weaving sequence now. You're going to scoot this to the back of your loom. And you're going to bring your heddle into the up position. Now what that does is that pushes all of the slot threads below your hole threads. So we have all of our hole threads are now up and you're able to go through with your shuttle. There is an opening here on the side that creates. So you're going to go through that pick there, through the shed, creating your pick. And I run my yarn at an angle so that way when I beat it down, it has room to move. So I'm going to beat it to my project. The next thing is row 2. Row 2 is the only one that I have to change and adjust just slightly for this pattern to work with all of the extras that I have in here, my edging and the center here. For a straight across, no extras, you would put it in the neutral position and turn your pickup stick on edge, so it really raises those threads up. Now for this particular situation where I have to go through these and the center, I have to adjust it. So I'm going to set that down for a moment. I'm going to put my heddle in the down position. That brings up all of my slot threads from my edge here. Then I'm going to bring my heddle forward and pick it up, or my pickup stick forward and pick it up, just to make sure that those are all where they need to be up. I'm going to readjust the camera so you can see the difference between those two settings. Okay, so here we are in where I just left you at. I'm going to set that pickup stick down and push it back out of the way. I'm going to pull my heddle out of the down position and put it all the way back in the neutral position. So everything is flat. Now in the original, just a plain window pane pattern, you would leave your heddle in the neutral position and only pick up by turning your pickup stick on edge, only picking up those pattern threads. If I was to do that, I would skip over all of the beginning threads and only be going under. If I went into that shed now, that's what I would be picking up, just these pattern threads. So in order to change that so that way I pick those up on the side like they're supposed to be, I have picked my heddle up, brought it forward, put it down in the down position. Now those are separated. There's your slot threads down and your slot threads are up and your hole threads are down. And now I'm going to just bring my pickup stick all the way forward to the heddle and turn it on edge. Now to finish the row 2 weaving sequence for this project, I can now go in between all of the light blue there, lift them up to meet my pattern thread, go across those. So I've picked up all 5 red ones. Now I'm going to drop down just a hair and pick up those 2 blue and continue across the same way, making sure to pick up these last blue threads. So now I can pull that through and beat that down. So turning my pickup stick back flat, pushing it to the back of my loom, pulling my heddle out and beating that forward. So now I'm going to readjust the camera again and put it to where you can see everything once again and finish the weaving sequence. Okay, so here we have down at the bottom of the screen, we have our 2 picks that we just did. Now we're going to continue on with 3. 3 is regular up, so keep your pickup stick pushed back and shuttle through. Beat. 3 is down, so all down, shuttle through, and beat. 5 is up, pick up stick flat, and all the way up to the back of your heddle. Go through with your shuttle. Beat. 6 is pick up stick to the back, down position with your heddle. And beat. 7 is up. Once again, your pickup stick comes to the front, flat, shuttle through, push the pickup stick to the back, and beat. 8 is down. That is the full weaving sequence. Again, for a simple window pane, I will be putting it down in the description box, your 1 through 8. This will hopefully help you understand how to keep your edges, like framing it out like I've done here, and show you how to work your windows. So this is the window pane on a rigid Heddle loom. This is a Cricut. It's 15-inch. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's an easy repeat and fun to do on big projects, small projects. This is just simply going to go in the kitchen. It'll be a small hand towel, and that's it. So I hope that you've enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that there's enough information here for you to be able to work on your own. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and we will get together and answer those questions to the best of my ability. Be blessed, be a blessing, and until next time, bye for now.